So who do you put your marker on in this COVID season post MLK Day? Who do you put your marker on? Is it still the Lakers then for you?
Yeah, I think it is still the Lakers. I must admit, just through these first, 15 games, I guess, the Clippers have looked better than I thought they would. I thought the Clippers might take a backslide, and maybe they will. I don't mean a backslide far, like out of the top 8. I don't mean that. I could see them in the middle of the pack, or I could. They're proving at this early point to be a little bit tougher than that, which is probably a credit to Tyronn Lue. But I think you still have to look at the Lakers and say that what slippage has there been, with that dynamic duo? None. And so, yeah, I would. The East is what is fascinating. I mean, the East hasn't been this fascinating in a long time, in large part because of that traveling circus. I mean, is Brooklyn what's going to happen when they play against a couple of teams? The Sixers, who certainly should be better off going into these playoffs than they were going into the bubble, and Boston. And Milwaukee. I am not as high on Milwaukee as others, but they're right there. They're right there with that group at the top. So I said 2 weeks ago the Sixers. I'm not going to jump off that, but certainly Brooklyn ought to be the favorite. Ought to be, Rich. And I guess I'm not a guy who checks Vegas, but I know those numbers jumped when that trade was finalized to acquire James Harden.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.